time I see you, you make my heart say.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. Welcome to another video. Y'all know what we doing tonight. Bonnets and BS. Bonnets and BS. Honey, I done seen this little back and forth that this White, what's his name? Something White and T.I. Let me look his name up again. That they had. I don't want to sit here and not talk, and I got a few things to say about this. So, you know, it seems as though T.I. was Charleston White and T.I. It seems that T.I. called himself taking up for his son. He felt that his son was being attacked by a grown man. And for those of you who have not seen it, shout out to Lovely T. She did a deep dive, is what she calls it, to where she goes from the beginning of the incident and she goes back and forth chronologically until, you know, she explains the whole situation, and then she gets her commentary. So amongst other places that I saw this, well, I first heard about it from my daughter, because we were just talking about things, you know, that are kind of going on now. And then after that, I heard about it, like I said, from, I saw it there, and then I saw, you know, other places, just seeing what people had to say and making sure that I had all the information on it. You know, I agree that adults have no reason or no business going at a child. I do agree with that. But that's, in my opinion, that's not what happened here. If I understand it correctly, it started because of how T.I.'s son is acting out. He went to Waffle House. He was very rude and disrespectful to a lady because she put something on his food that he didn't want, and that they said he was very nasty to her. And so, you know, he kind of went viral from that, and I think that's what made the Charleston White guy say something to him, and I think it was Lil Boosie's son. And there was a third boy there, but no one said who he was. And basically, I feel all Charleston White, now he did call the boy ugly, and he didn't necessarily have to say that, but, you know, that's a matter of interpretation anyway. He could be beautiful to some people, but to Charleston White, he was ugly, so it is what it is. But I felt like, number one, King, I think that's King, he's 18. So he ain't nobody baby. He a grown up. He's out here conducting himself like a grown up. And Charleston White basically said that boy gonna end up in jail. Now, like I said, he didn't have to call the boy ugly, but the only other thing that he really said about him was that he's gonna end up in jail because of how he's acting, him and Lil Boosie's son. And so they, you know, reacted by saying that they was gonna kick his butt, F him, I hope you die, all kinds of stuff like that. Out of line. So, I mean, it went from there. They are allegedly a gang. So he didn't lie about that. And he apparently, they kept calling him the police, so I guess he's a community activist that also helps the police get the bad kids off the street. He mentioned that he likes the neighborhoods that he live in, that he does not live in the type of neighborhoods where kids do all kind of unimaginable things, and he will tell on your ass. That's what the man said, and I feel him on that. He said he likes staying in the Caucasian from the Hill of Caucus neighborhoods because it be together. They get the dirt and riffraff out of there and whatever. Now, dirt does not have anything to do with color, in my opinion. A person that's acting crazy ain't got no color. They just a crazy person. I mean, that's just how I feel, and that's how I see it. This is my personal commentary and my opinion. So I feel that, you know, he did not have to call T.I.'s son ugly, but he just said basically that these kids are acting unruly, and because of the way that they are acting, that they are going to end up in jail. So T.I., instead of going and trying to address his son and trying to intervene to get his son to not act crazy, he goes at the guy, and he was very threatening to him. Now, he switched that up when the man said that T.I. kept calling him, talking trash on the phone, and he three-wayed him in with the police. Then T.I., oh, I didn't come at that man disrespectful. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Nigga, yes, you did. You did. You did. And I hate people to call people that, but he did. See, I feel like his money make him somebody bigger than what he is. Now, he does a lot of things I'm hearing. He has businesses. He has employees. He's, contributing to the GDP and all this good stuff. But that don't make you bigger. You felt you was bigger than this dude. And that man said, I ain't going back and forth with these little children. They are children, and I'm a senior citizen. They have threatened my life, and I could get them arrested, but I ain't even going there. But then, T.I., you had to be Billy Bad, you know what, and you had to just try to keep being aggressive. The bottom line is this started with the actions of your son, I'ma assume. Now, if the man just woke up one day and decided to talk about T.I.'s son and say he gonna end up in jail. Well, the thing about it is 3 or 4 weeks ago, I seen a video where T.I. said his son was gonna end up in jail if he don't change his ways. So really, for him to repeat what you said, I don't know why it was so offensive. He did not have to call the boy ugly, though. Now, I'll agree with that part, but he still wasn't threatening to him. T.I.'s son came back threatening the older man, and he said, I will call the police on your child and put your child in jail. Period. And honestly, that's really the gist of the whole thing. All of this, and then, T.I. didn't speak on the fact that he told him, honey, you did all of that. You had all them guns and went to jail for a year. Who you telling on? Now, T.I. didn't address that. T.I. did not talk about that, honey. He kept his mouth shut about that there. I said, hell, you want to talk about that? Is you the police? Since you say he the police, is you the police? Because that man said he will tell, he don't mind. He is not going to his burial sooner than God want him there. And he said that whatever it costs, he will tell. Somebody attacked him in Texas, he told. I mean, at least you know where he coming from. You know what I'm saying? This should not have been a combative situation. This should not have been all of what it is. The man didn't necessarily have to say he was ugly, but I mean, some people probably think the boy ugly. I ain't gonna tell you my 2 cents. I'm gonna keep my business and my thoughts to myself on that part, because I'm just gonna keep my thoughts to myself. He is grown because he is 18, but he's acting like he about 10. So I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself. I really am. But as far as this situation is concerned, I think it's been blown out of proportion about T.I. He think because he's T.I. that man was gonna back down, and when he didn't back down, he didn't know how to act. Them two are going back and forth. It is way unnecessary. It got blown way out of proportion, and it's really not that deep. T.I., the time that you spend trying to argue with this man, you need to spend trying to talk to your son and not sit there on the video while your son is rolling up a blunt, getting high. That's what you should be doing. Telling him to respect you just like he needs to respect his elders. He shouldn't be out here threatening nobody. Because you should have taught your son how to act so that at the end of the day, he can come home. Just like that man said, at the end of the day, I'm doing what I got to do to come home to my family. And I don't blame him on that. Same thing with your son. You should have taught your son that. But what you taught your son is that he's somebody because he's your child. That don't make him somebody, because in them streets, baby, he ain't got your face. Ain't nobody going to know who he is. He out here acting the fool, thinking he's big bad boogeyman and threatening people. And at the end of the day, that man said if that boy comes and tries to attack him, he gonna send him to meet his maker. Now, he did not have to say that Trayvon Martin part. He didn't have to say that. I thought that was somewhat insensitive, but nonetheless, he let you know what it is. So, T.I., it's on you. Teach your son to act like a man, not a child. Children to be out here in the streets being unruly and stupid. Teach your son respect. Strip him of whatever makes him feel like he the big guy, and make him earn what he got. Maybe he'll learn to appreciate it. Maybe he'll learn what work means, and maybe he will learn that, maybe I don't need to be out here messing with people, because as easy as I got it, in jail I ain't gonna have none of this stuff. That's what you need. You sitting the scared straight. That's what you need. While you sitting up here trying to fight and be extra on doggone video with that guy, you are out of line. That's why he finna sell them tapes and make some money off of you, since he ain't monetized no more. That's what he said. He not monetized no more. The only person he will apologize to is YouTube. So, honey, you was not that man friend. You better leave that man alone before he put your business out. I don't know why is it that people that got dirt will go and try to fight with people? Knowing people be knowing y'all business. Now, you ain't had nothing to say when he said you got all them allegations. You ain't had nothing to say about that, did you, T.I.? I ain't gonna repeat some of that other stuff he said. Y'all gonna have to go watch Lovely T's video for that part, because, baby, his feet need to be on the floor. That's all I am gonna say. That's nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty, y'all. It's nasty what they said the man was doing with his feet is nasty. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's my 2 cents about this situation. Mr. White, stop calling that man child ugly. You was hurting that man's feelings. He do not feel like his son is ugly. He do not want you talking about his son, Mr. White. And Mr. T.I., the only person that your money means something to is you. You. Yeah, Mr. Charleston White. I want to confirm his name again. The only person that your money really means something to is you, because at the end of the day, the other person, they don't have your money. They still going home to their same life. So they don't care about the money that you have, and they not going to just sit there and let your son threaten them. Why do you feel like your poor parenting skills, because that's what the man said, that you did not raise your son properly, and so your parenting skills are poor? That's what he said. So why should he have to suffer the consequences of what he feels like your poor skills are? He shouldn't have to suffer that. That's between you and your son. That ain't got nothing to do with that man. So yeah, you need to let that go. You need to work on your son. You need to try to save his life. Try to save him from himself. Sometimes kids do go the wrong way. Find a way to get to that young man so he don't have to go to jail. Who wants that child in jail? So, if my son don't act right, he gonna go. Why don't you do something to try to make your son act right? Why don't you try to reach him? As his parent, he should have enough respect for you to listen to you. So why don't you talk to your son and try to get him acting better so that he won't be out here threatening people and harassing people on their job and treating people disrespectfully. Out here being in a gang. Child, please. He yellow as hell. Even running in the dark, the police gonna see him. Who he running from? He ain't going nowhere. Tell him to sit his ass down. Damn. What? Damn. Man, I'm done with this. T.I., get yourself together. Mr. Charleston White, stop calling that man baby ugly. That's mean.